Hello there, it is me, Hypix, and in this video I'm going to try to predict the Premier League table for 2020-2021 season. I don't know, I'm not very confident with some of my picks, because this is actually the first time I'm actually doing a prediction video on this channel altogether, so yeah, I guess I'll, I guess I'll start with from bottom to top, because they'll build up the video better, I guess. Anyway, start off with 20th place. 20th, West Brom. This team is not very good. um, not only are they not making any transfers, really, but their team altogether is just championship quality. There's no way West Brom can survive. I can't see that, but no one thought Sheffield United was going to survive, and they did, so I might be wrong with that. But overall, I just don't think West Brom's going to survive. Maybe they could survive in a few more years from now, but when they get promoted again. But definitely not now. 19th, Fulham. Honestly, Fulham is just a yo-yo team. They just keep going up and down. Honestly, I just think they're just going to go down. They've done it so many times at this point, and I just can't see them staying up for like a whole season. So Fulham is going to go down. 18th, Aston Villa. Aston Villa is just not good right now, honestly. They barely survived the Premier League last season, and if they are going to survive, they're barely going to make it. And they also barely made any transfers. They can see the only player they signed right as of making this is Matty Cash. Of course, as of making this September 4th. But yeah, honestly, I just don't think Jack Grealish can carry the team, even if he played pretty well. I think if Jack Grealish is going to get Aston Villa to survive, he's probably going to do it by himself, and he's going to have to do it with at least 30 contributions in the entire Premier League season. So, yeah, I can't see Aston Villa surviving this season. 17th, Crystal Palace. Honestly, Wilfred Zaha's not going to stay at Palace, and yeah, they're going to be in a regulation battle. I think that's pretty obvious. 16th, Leeds United. I think Leeds United is going to struggle on their first season. I think they could stay in the Premier League for a long time, but I think they're an average team when they first come up in the Premier League. They're going to struggle, and but I think after that they'll definitely improve if they can stay up altogether. 15th, West Ham. I can't take West Ham seriously when they have David Moyes in charge. You know, the same guy who regulates Sunderland from the Premier League, screwed up Manchester United, I'm pretty sure nearly regulate Real Sociedad, and nearly regulate West Ham now twice. So, yeah, not only have West Ham barely made any transfers or even improved their team altogether, they also have David Moyes in charge. If David Moyes is not sacked by Christmas, it's 15th, if not relegation. Brighton, 14th. I might be putting them a little too high here, but honestly, I like the signings they've made. They've signed Adam Lallana from Liverpool. Even though Lallana never really got many chances and was kind of flop, I think he could do pretty well at Brighton. And they also signed Den Donker, and I really like that signing. I think he could be very useful for Brighton, and I think those two signings alone could help Brighton up a couple spots than what I initially would have thought they would place. Yeah, but they've proved people wrong in the past, so maybe they'll do even better. Who knows? I might be totally overestimating Brighton here, but I think they could place 14th. 13th, Newcastle. Honestly, there's just not a lot to say. They're just a mediocre team in the Premier League now, and they're just going to do okay. And I think they're going to be in this position for many years to come. Burnley, 12th. People underestimate Burnley, honestly. Remember, just a few seasons ago, they placed 7th and got to play Europa League. This is the exact same team. I think the reason why they get underestimated, though, is just because they don't really have the big names or any notable players at all, which means that they're always in a regulation battle, according to some people. Come on, seriously, some people just, I see a bunch of predictions, and they always underestimate Burnley, so I remember that, so I'm going to overestimate them a bit and give them 12th. And honestly, I think that's fair. From what they've played like, I could even be underestimating them. They placed like 10th, I believe, last in just the previous season. But I think Burnley are still going to have a decent season. 11th, Southampton. I think Southampton will have a decent season. I mean, I personally, I think they could definitely finish lower than 11th. In fact, I think they could probably still finish as low as maybe 15th if things go bad. But I think their team is decent enough to place 11th, so they're going to place 11th. Though they did sell Holberg to Spurs, but I don't think that'll affect them that much. 10th, Everton. For the past 3 seasons, Everton have honestly been a bit disappointing. Some Everton fans say that, oh yeah, we can easily make top 4 or top 6, but have they been in there recently? No, it's been 6 years since the last one. And the closest they've been since then was the one season where United was a bit underwhelming and nearly and placed 6th, and Everton at placing 7th. But honestly, I think Everton are being a bit overrated. Yes, they have Richarlison, but that's really it. Honestly, yeah, even Pickford isn't even that good. The only reason why he's on England is because they don't have any other good keepers. So Everton 10th, that's my prediction there. Arsenal 9th. Now, I know it seems a bit crazy. And, I've been watching a lot of other Premier League prediction videos for the 2020-2021 season, and almost everyone has put Arsenal at least Europa League. But come on, like, I'm really looking at the dumpster fire that is Arsenal. Their only really really good player is Aubameyang. He's basically carrying the team. He's basically the Jack Grealish of Arsenal right now. He's gonna have to get a lot of contributions to bring Arsenal to Europa League, and I can't see only Aubameyang doing that. I think Arsenal are gonna finish 9th, and I think the main reason for this is that I think Arsenal's gonna lose a few of their top players. I think Aubameyang could still potentially leave, or maybe Leno or Guendouzi, and I don't think what's going to help is their signings they're making either. I don't think there's one good signing they've made, and yeah, they're not improving. And Arteta's still there. He's probably just as good as Unai Emery when he was at Arsenal. So basically, he's not that great, and Arteta should be sacked because I don't think he can take on the Arsenal job. So 9th, Arsenal. If Arsenal's going to improve at this point, they need a rebuild now. 8th, Sheffield United. I think in this season, I think Sheffield United will prove to people that they can definitely reach around Europa League or top half. And I think they can. Even though they don't really have the notable players, I think they can. I think they all work well together, and I think that's going to be the reason why they're going to place 8th. 7th, Leicester. I think as long as Jamie Vardy is good, Leicester's going to be good. Like, as soon as Jamie Vardy peaks and it's not as good anymore, I think it's exactly when Leicester's going to not only go constantly place bottom half, but maybe even relegation. But right now, Leicester are definitely capable of 7th place. 6th, Spurs. Honestly, I think usually this is the year where Mourinho really goes all out, but really, I think with Spurs, it's going to be really hard to do that. Because Daniel Levy does not like spending money on players, he likes spending money on stadiums. And I think that'll mean that Mourinho can't really do anything more with the team. And it not only could cause him to be sacked, but it could also cause Spurs to start a big downhill spiral like how I think Arsenal's going to have. So the two big rivals, Arsenal and Spurs, are probably going to be mid-table teams if they don't turn things around soon. 5th, Wolves. I think Wolves at this point is a proven Europa League team. I mean, not a proven Europa League team as like they do good in Europa League, but what I mean by that is that they can make Europa League and Europa League spot, and I think they can easily do it again. And with the decline of Arsenal and Spurs, I think they can get 5th place. And unlike teams like Arsenal, they buy good players that work together, and good defenders or better defenders than Arsenal. Like, seriously, even Connor Code and Willy Bully are way better than any Arsenal defender right now, in my opinion. So, yeah, Wolves, 5th place. 4th, Manchester United. I think Manchester United's actually improved a lot, but the other 3 teams that I haven't said yet have improved even more. More specifically, Chelsea. and I just don't think United can catch them, but I still think they can place 4th, which right now I think is probably the expectation, because the other 3 teams are just way too good for every other team in the entire league. So 4th place for Manchester United. 3rd, Chelsea. Chelsea definitely did the best business in the entire league, or in fact even the entire world. But really, I don't think they can compare to Liverpool or City yet, though I think they're starting to get close. I think the only people who've actually predicted Chelsea to win the league are probably Chelsea fans. But maybe Chelsea have another chance, maybe next season or the season after that. But right now, I think 3rd is probably the best they're gonna get. Before I get to my last 2, I just want to mention that if your team, if you're a Liverpool fan or a City fan, come in 2nd, I just want to let you know that this was a very tough pick. I'm still not very certain on this one. I think it could go either way, but I'm just going with probably the one for one reason only, and you'll figure it out probably by the time I announce number 1. 2nd, Liverpool. Yep, I'm predicting Liverpool in 2nd. They're the defending champions and they won by a lot of points, but there's a few reasons. Not just one, but definitely a few reasons why I think Liverpool might not win the title. First one, they're extremely inconsistent after the entire outbreak and everything. Liverpool really struggled. They went out of the Champions League pretty early. They lost to Watford 3-0. Just everything kind of crumbled in front of them. And if they're going to carry that kind of performance into next season, I can't see them winning the league. Another one is that they didn't make any transfers, but that one isn't as high on my list because, their team is already really good. They don't really need to make a lot of transfers. But another one is that their team is kind of peaking now, and I think that might make their performances a little worse than before. And City's team isn't peaking yet. There's still a lot of players who are just in their prime. But a lot of players in Liverpool are above the age of 28, or they're around 28, 29. So they're starting to get to that point in their careers where they're going to start declining pretty soon, or in a few years. And I think they're going to play slightly worse. So that is why I have Liverpool in 2nd place. First, Manchester City. I think it's pretty obvious that City's going to win the league. Well, not so obvious, but it would have been obvious if Messi actually joined City. But he announced just today that he isn't. He's going to stay at Barcelona, it seems like, because of his big release clause money. But, I think the one small reason here City will win the league is really because there's just proven champions, like players like Aguero and De Bruyne, they have won it so many times. I feel like they're gonna, now that they've missed out this one season, I think they really want to get at it, and they're gonna probably do really well. I don't think they're gonna go undefeated or beat their 100-point record, but I think they'll do pretty well. Well, everyone, that is the end of my predictions. I wonder if you agreed with me. You can put down your predictions in the comments if you want to. Yeah, so as well, I was gonna do it at the end of the video, but because it's kind of become a bit of a longer video, I was gonna react to other people's predictions on YouTube and stuff, and see some of their not as good predictions in my opinion, and explain why they aren't very good. And yeah, I was gonna do that. I don't know how long that would be. It probably wouldn't even be a 10-minute video, but I was gonna do that. But then it wasn't. But then now it's almost a 14-minute video, so I kind of want to edit now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. If you don't subscribe, your favorite team is gonna get regulated from the league they're in. So yeah, see you guys. Bye.